My name is Sam, and I'm a second year at Northeastern University. I feel like ever since I left for college, my life has just felt like one big disaster. I am still super homesick. I still feel like I haven't found my people or whatever. I haven't really made my home away from home. And that has been so inexplicably difficult for me. I came to college, I came to Boston because I wanted to see who I could be away from home, and I wanted to be a happier, better version of myself. And I feel like I haven't done anything to do that for myself, and that feels like a major disservice. Change is supposed to be uncomfortable, it's supposed to be really hard, and I've had the really hard part, and so now I think I'm just gonna try to welcome the uncomfortableness. My journey has been hard, but we persevere. So I'm gonna start making a series, and I don't know what I'll do with the series, but I just want to be able to look back on my life at some point and say, wow, look how far I've come. I'll document this part of my life for me, and hopefully by the end of it, I will look back and realize I've grown into someone I'm much prouder of, and I can look back and know that things will be okay, even when they don't feel like it. And I don't remember anything I said last night. I know how I felt. I felt sick. I threw up. Actually, we don't need to know that part. Let's cut the cameras. Whatever.
I literally just vomited in this guy's bathroom. I can't see anything. I feel like.
Sorry, I took a shower. I put on some new clothes and did my skincare, so I'm feeling a lot more refreshed. My room's a little bit messy, so I'm just gonna be cleaning up, I guess, while I talk. But I feel that I've kind of been in a little bit of a slump since I got back to school. Or I took a pause on my freshman slump when I went home for the summer, and now I'm kind of just getting back into a slump, and I don't want that. I was so miserable freshman year, just so worried about finding my people and feeling like I belong here, wondering if I made the wrong decision or not. And I just think looking back on it now, all totally valid things to be worried about, but I was just so in my head about it all, and it made me miserable, and it just kind of gave me just kind of hit me in the face that I don't want that for myself this year. I don't want to be stuck in a slump, so I'm gonna try new things this year. I've already tried new things. I auditioned for the musical theater club here. They're doing this thing called the musical review, which is basically it's kind of like a cabaret. So it's there's a show with a theme, and then we just sing a bunch of songs from musicals that kind of go along with that theme. Was my audition great? No. It was not the greatest audition, I'll put it that way. But I have to be mindful of the fact that I haven't auditioned for anything since I was a senior in high school. It's been 2 years since I really truly auditioned for something, and I kind of just went into it it's whatever. Yeah. So I was just really proud of myself for even attempting to put myself out there when I know that it's scary to be singing and dancing in front of people, especially when you haven't done it in so long. But I left the audition being I sang my song, and I was happy singing. And the people there were so friendly and nice. I was really happy about it. Maybe I'll have better luck just connecting with people in the musical theater club. I'm joining the Red and Black, which is Northeastern's sports magazine. And I want to join it as a podcaster, but I might like dabble in some other areas. I'm excited to see where that goes. Might dabble, we'll see. But I did podcast journalism in my radio class for my senior year. And while that class was like a train wreck in itself, it was something I actually found myself to be really good at and enjoyed, especially when I was like telling a story that I was like genuinely invested in. So I'm gonna try to do that for the sports magazine, and I actually really do like sports, even if I don't know a ton about the sport itself. I do quite enjoy athletics. I went to a new club called CUP, which is the Council for University Programs, and my teammate from my club lacrosse team, Mimi, she's the president. So she kind of just invited me to come to a meeting, and it seemed really nice. It seemed like a great community. I'm not really sure like how involved I want to be in it yet. I'm not really sure like what I want out of it yet. But the first meeting it seemed fun, so I'm gonna do it, or I'm gonna like stick with it for now. And then the last thing I'm trying is joining a sorority. It hasn't happened yet. Rush is next weekend, but I just, what time is it? Okay. But it just seems like everyone who did join a sorority like seemed to find like really close friends. And you know, I'm not like expecting to go in there and like meeting my best friend forever, like, oh my god, we're soulmates or anything, but there are girls in there who are looking for a community, who are looking for friends, who are just like looking for people to spend time with, and honestly like that's what I'm looking for too. So, you know, I might not, maybe I will find what I want, maybe I won't, but at least like I'm putting myself in a position where I'm in this environment with all these like-minded girls, and like you really don't know what you're gonna get out of it. So I guess we'll see, and maybe you'll catch me being a sorority girl. Woo, we'll see. I'm doing my makeup at my roommate's desk because she has like a little mirror and I don't have one yet, unfortunately. You kind of gotta get on that. I also have been meaning to redo my desk, just like reorganize my desk, but I haven't gotten to that either. So I'm gonna do my makeup and talk about what I'm going to be doing today. I feel that it'll just help me be a more accountable person, and just kind of like document my day. So I'm starting with the Say Glowy Super Gel. I think it's just pretty. This is in the shade Warm Glow. I had the one that makes you look super tan for a while, but I realized that because I tanned so much over the summer, if I put more like bronziness on my face, like if I made myself look more tan, then none of my like base products matched my skin color. So we're just going with a nice natural glow. And I'm going for a very like basic look today. But today I reached out to one of my friends who I lived in the same dorm and same floor as her, and we also happened to have like a bajillion classes together. Like I'm pretty sure we had 3 out of 4 classes together last fall, so we got pretty close. Now I'm going in with the Lancome mascara. My little sister got me the mascara because I was always stealing hers. She has her lash routine like locked down. It's like a science. I don't know. She's 14 and she is infinitely cooler than me. I miss her every day. But she also is like one of my biggest cheerleaders. She's always just inspiring me to like be outgoing and being like the good person I know I am, is what she says. And yeah, so I'm getting coffee today, which is exciting. I just feel that I need to be branching out. I feel that growing up I was like super introverted and had a really hard time like trusting people and like making friends. So when I came to college, making friends was so difficult for me. Like I just felt like I was going out of my comfort zone, I was talking to people, but no one was really sticking, and I just felt really lonely and isolated, especially like when everyone else is posting on Instagram with all their big friend groups and stuff. And while I have made really great friends here, like I have my roommate Lauren, who I love so much, and a bunch of other friends that I've made, it's like I feel sort of friend floaty, if you know what I mean. You know, I haven't found like a stable, consistent community of friends, I would say, which is something I think I would like to look for. You know, I think I just want to find more people, especially more girlfriends. I've made a like fair amount of like guy friends, and they're great, they're just guys. sorry. So I, you know, am just trying to like expand my horizons a little bit. Why do I literally have a gap in my lashes? Does anyone see that? Okay, well, whatever, I guess. Alright, so next I'm going in with the Tower 28 skin tint. My roommate, actually, this is hers, but she said it's too dark for her. So, but I've really been liking it, so that's great. Yeah, so I feel like I haven't really found like a community, like a stable, consistent community of people that make Northeastern feel like home away from home. You know, I kind of just feel like more student than anything, which of course, you know, getting the degree is super important and why I'm here, but at the same time, like, I'm in a city I've never been in by myself before, and it's hard to do things alone, and I'm trying to find a lot more solace in, like, I don't know if that's our word, solace, but I'm trying to find a lot more peace in doing things by myself. And I cherish my alone time a lot. I love like going on solo dates, going on walks and stuff, but I'm not an antisocial person, or at least I like to think I'm not. So like I just want to have that community, you know, when I decide to spend time with other people. You know, I feel like I've always been the type of person that it feels very hard to reach out to others. I get really anxious about that. But I've been doing it more just like as a challenge to myself, to prove to myself that I'm not an antisocial person. And it's honestly been working out really, really well. I'm really happy about it. Like last night I went out with some friends that I had met. They were in Northeastern's like freshman study abroad program called NUN, and I met them spring semester, and they're so nice. So like I don't live with them or anything, but that group of girls is just, they're so much fun and they're so welcoming. So I've really been just loving that whole aspect of spending time with them. So I'm hoping that I'll spend more time with them this year. I convinced one of the girls to try out for the club lacrosse team because I found out she played back home in Idaho. So I'm really, really hoping that she makes the team and I'll have another friend. Oh, that was also the Kosa's concealer. Anyways, so I'm hoping she makes the team and I will have another friend on the team. Right now there are only 4 of us second years, so you know, the girls of my age are limited, but the girls on my team that are my age, they're great. They're so much fun, and I feel like we get closer every day, hopefully. They're super sweet. Wow, my makeup bag is an absolute disaster. This is the Say Air Set powder, I think is what it's called. I like a glowy makeup look. That's just who I am personally. And I'm just using this to set my under eyes. I just like take a mini beauty blender and I just like press it into my eyeballs. Not my eyeballs, but you know what I mean. Anyway, and then, so yeah, I went out with them last night, those girls. We went to this house party.
Literally just like vomited in this guy's bathroom.
Unfortunately, I did not last too long at that house party.
Fuck, I think I just died.
If you're picking up what I'm putting down. But it was just nice to like be around a bunch of girls that were super sweet and like made me feel like I'd been friends with them the whole time, even though I'm not really like in their friend group. So I'm really grateful that I met them because they are so much fun. Anyway, and then later tonight I'm watching a movie and I think having like a little wine night with my friend Maya. Maya and I met through a mutual friend. So her camp friend and my home friend, same person. So she connected us. Okay, so now this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. I don't really do anything to my brows, if I'm being fully honest. I don't know. I feel that I have a lot of, like, my brows are pretty, like, dark. So I don't really do much to them. Except there was this one time, like, I pretty much did a full beat and did not touch my eyebrows. And there's this one picture of me from, like, freshman year. And my eyebrows are, like, non-existent after someone used their digi with the flash. And so after that, I was like, okay, no, I think I have to, like, do something to my brows sometimes because that cannot happen again. I looked like I didn't have eyebrows, which is so weird because I have extremely dark eyebrows. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. This is getting really long-winded, but I pretty much just like fill in and then I just fluff it up. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. I don't really feel that I look that different when I do my eyebrows versus when I don't, but I don't know. Feel free to disagree. And my sister got me the Patrick top. She's the best. I don't know what shade this is. This is... Oh, she's different. Oh, she's different. Love that. So yeah. And I guess we'll see how much I vlog of my day. But I'm trying to be more social, more outgoing. And I'm hoping that it does pay off. It kind of feels like easy to like want to like jump to the end where, you know, these are like practically my sisters, my home away from home, but at this point, like, I've only known all these people for like maybe a year max, and you know, it's hard to build that type of connection right away. And so I'm trying to, you know, just enjoy the journey of like being present with people and making friends at all. It's actually been a lot more rewarding than I thought. I really dug myself into a hole my freshman year. So this is me trying to climb out of it and being just a better, happier version of myself. Oh my god, I just literally stabbed myself in the eye with my eyeliner. Anyway, I feel I've gotten really in my head about how college is supposed to be, and everyone's journey is just so different. College is not supposed to look any one way, and I'm trying to remind myself of that because it is really easy to like get caught up in the whole like idealization of it all, especially with social media. And so I think, you know, it really is true what people say, like comparison is the thief of joy, and I spent so much time comparing myself to other people my freshman year, parts of my sophomore year too, and that just took out just so much joy that I could have been having, I think. So I'm trying to just remain more present and do a little self-reflection, which is why like I'm videoing all of this, and also I secretly yearn to be like an influencer, but I would not be able to handle the fame, unfortunately. So that's why it goes on my little secret-ish YouTube channel. Maybe one day I'll post on TikTok. Who knows? Yeah, and so now I'm feeling hot and ready to go. Alright, I'm going to go meet up with my friend. We'll see if I take this along with me. But that's just, I've been meaning to like reflect a little more and talk to myself. I talk to myself a lot, and I think recording and being able to look back on what I've said to myself is gonna be really useful. I don't know how, I don't know why, don't know what's gonna happen, but something in me is saying it's gonna be important one day. Alright, so I'm here with Hayden.
Hello, vlog!
This is Hayden's first time getting Blank Street, right?
Yes.
Ever?
Ever in my life.
Ever.
My sister's a fan.
Alright, Hayden's trying to be a performative matcha girl, so go, taste.
Very yummy. I actually really like this. Ooh, and I
Have a
can.
sip. Can I try it?
Does this turn you? Did
No.
it turn you?
Unfortunately, it did not turn me.
No!
But I like the strawberry jam that I just swallowed.
Yeah, no, it's yummy. I like
Hayden
it.
got the strawberry shortcake matcha.
Yes. And I like jumped to a regular because I'm
It's
not
really
afraid of
sweet,
wasting my money to
actually.
gas.
That's really, actually, I kind of like it. Maybe I
She's
like.
turning!
Okay, I got the strawberry and cream latte, so
Can I try yours?
yeah, it's not as sweet as yours. But it's a good coffee. I'm not really tasting the strawberry.
That is good coffee, though.
Can you taste the strawberry?
No strawberry, but that's good coffee.
Great, $6. Yay!